Hello everybody. So I didn't have time to create a video yesterday, so I'm going to create possibly a little longer bit of a video today. And just give me an example of how I ship items. We see that I have this Lego Ghostbuster set, which sold, which is this guy right here, inside of a factory sealed box. Box looks to be in excellent condition, besides the one little label over the barcode. So we are going to, I'm going to show you how I'm going to pack this item up. One thing I want to do is just take a little Sharpie here and black out the price tag. Now normally I would take a glue gun and try to remove this label, but since this is a cardboard box, I don't want to damage this box. So I'm just going to darken out the price tag with a Sharpie and pack it up. And like I mentioned the other day, there's lots of ways to get free shipping supplies. Like here's one of those bubble bags I was talking about. I got this from behind a sporting goods store down by my place. And they throw these out all the time, as they come in with every single tennis racket that they sell, and they just hold them for me whenever they get them. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this set, I'm going to place it into this bubble bag. I'm going to put that into the box quickly, but what I'm going to do, just to give it a little extra protection, is I'm going to take a box, preferably a slightly longer box. Let's see here. That'll be perfect. So I'm going to take this box here, and I'm just going to cut it down to size quickly. So I'm just going to pause this video for a moment. Okay, and since I am using a recycled box to help give this package a little extra protection, there is a label on this box, which I don't necessarily want, say like United States Customs to see. And why is that? Because this particular recycled box I cut up came from a dispensary. So what I'm going to do is I want to remove this label right here. Removing labels from a box is relatively simple. You just take pretty much a pen or any sharp object and you just outline the label. And once you've outlined the label, you can just essentially just go underneath the label a little bit and just peel it off, and then it's gone. So what I'm going to do with these two extra sheets of cardboard is I'm going to grab that Lego set again, and I'm going to take each piece and put one on the front, one on the other side of the Lego box inside this bubble mailer. Alright, so there's one there. And I'll put the other one there in a second, but what I'm going to do is actually use this piece of cardboard as a little thank you note and just write Alright, so now I just wrote a quick little note saying, thank you for your support, all the best from Canadian Brick Cafe. I'm going to take that other sheet with that note sticking on the outside so people can read it before they actually open up this package. I'm just going to fold over this, the excess bubble wrap. Now I know I brought my tape gun in here. There it is. Grab my trusty everyday tape gun. Get a piece. I'm just going to use that tape just to try to help hold this package closed. Then I'm just going to obviously put it into the box. Now I got a bit of excess space here. So that's where this all that packing paper that I picked up the other day comes into play. We're just going to get an appropriate amount of paper. And we're just going to try to fill that void up a little bit so the package doesn't go swishing around inside this box all that much. Okay. Now what I'm going to have to do is obviously tape this up, weigh it, and then print off a label. But before I do that, what I want to do is I want to get to my next item, which I have to also ship out today. I've already put it into another bubble bag. But I'm just going to quickly take it out so I can show how I'm going to ship it. Let's put that bag on the side. And the item that sold was a old Atari 2600. At the time of posting this particular item, I did not have a power adapter available to me. But while cleaning up my storage locker, I did find a power adapter. So I'm going to include this little power adapter with this console, even though in the item listing description of this particular console, I put console only. So, but just to do a little extra, thank you to this customer, I am going to include a replacement power supply for this console. So this console uses a weirdish type barrel plug. So just to give a little bit extra assurance to the customer, I am going to just include this for no additional charge. And to ship this one again, as before, I'm going to take a old box. I'm going to cut up enough to put one on the top, one on the bottom, and then I'm going to wrap it in this bubble wrap. So we're just going to pause this video quickly while I cut this cardboard. Alright, so we cut the cardboard up into two pieces here. We obviously removed the label that was on here. I'm just going to put the console down on one side. Put over the little bit of excess that there was. Grab the other sheet. And we're just going to essentially do a quick little wrap inside cardboard, which is obviously easier said than done with at times. So we're just going to, come on. Okay, now that we've got it wrapped up a bit, we're just going to, it's always nice when the tape doesn't fold over on itself. Alright, like I said, easier said than done, especially when you don't have enough desk space to actually do this while you're trying to record a video. Alright, so put that tape there. Okay, now let's put another piece on the other side here. I'm going to need a slightly, just another piece just to cover up a bit of a gap. So I'm just going to cut one of the folding sections of this piece of cardboard. And I'm going to put that in where the gap was. The serial number for this console was A18, looks like 415979493, and it was an old Atari 2600. Alright, so I'm just going to try to fold that up a little bit. Alright, so we got the console in between two sheets of cardboard like this. I'm just going to trim up the edges here and finish taping it up. Alright, so we took the console and it's inside between this cardboard here, and that's just to give it a little additional protection during shipping. I'm going to take that other bubble bag, which I also sourced for free behind a local sporting goods store. I'm going to put the console into this bag. And I'm going to wrap the additional bubbles around this console. Where did I put my tape gun? There it is. Alright, so now the console is in between cardboard, inside this bubble bag, and now I just need to find a box to put it into. Okay, so we found a box. Now obviously this box is going to be way too big to ship, say, this video game console, the Atari 2600. And if I was to use just this box as it is, the shipping dimensions would increase the shipping cost. So we just need to cut it down to size. This is commonly referred to as a Frankenbox, as something like Lonnie from Shred Flips would say. Normally I would use his box resizer, which I purchased off of him, in order to make this a little easier to do, but you can just do this with a normal everyday pair of scissors. So in order to, again, give additional protection, I'm just going to take a sheet of cardboard, put it onto the bottom of the box, take the console, put it onto that top of that piece of cardboard, grab just some scrap paper to fill up the side, and I'm going to take these sides and I'm just going to fold them over. So obviously these sides are just too long, so I'm just going to give a little additional cut. As you can see, I've already cut the sides of this box. Alright, let's just cut that piece off a bit. Now, since I'm folding this cardboard over, I'm not putting an additional piece of cardboard on the top, since there's going to be additional cardboard on the top of this already. So I'm just going to push those down nicely. Right after I take this power supply, make sure I have space to put it inside this package. And I'm also going to take my eBay thank you note, and I'll put this inside the box. So I'm just going to quickly pause this while I update this note. Alright, so I just took my Sharpie to update the note saying I found a power supply, so I'm including it at no charge. I'm going to put that down there, fold two of the sides down, try to get these sides as flush as I can. Get a piece of tape to close that. We're going to fold these two sides down. Obviously I have to trim a wee bit off these two sides. Fold that down. We're just going to trim that a little bit more just to make sure it's flush, again to lessen the shipping dimensions of this package. Just fold that over, get this piece off. Alright, now I'm just going to close it up. And here we got the Atari 2600 nicely wrapped. Well, I wouldn't necessarily call it nicely wrapped, but wrapped in a way where it's going to lessen the cost of actually shipping this parcel versus using that giant box. And it's still well protected. The console is well protected in between two pieces of cardboard, in a bubble mailer with the power supply, some scrap paper just to fill in the gap, and wrapped in a cardboard box like so. So this is just how I'm going to ship this Atari 2600, which sold for, well, the buyer paid $35 plus cost of shipping. This price of shipping was actually if it was shipping within Canada, so please ignore that. Anyway, I'm going to finish wrapping this up, print off the label, and get these dropped off at Canada Post, hopefully before 4 o'clock, which is in roughly... Well, actually, that was about 10 minutes ago. So I'll be dropping these off at Canada Post, really sure that they've been scanned in, and then they'll start their voyage probably tomorrow. Anyway, thank you very much for your support, everybody. I hope everybody has a great day. Again, here's just pictures I had on my listing for this Atari 2600. And there was the serial number. Anyway, hope everybody found this information useful. If they did, please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit that bell notification so you can see when I post my next video. All the best, take it easy, and thanks again very much for your support. It's been very much appreciated during this these difficult times known as COVID.